PGA Sports and the International Federation of PGA Tours are proud to present a World Golf Championship. Today from the Pacific Northwest and Chambers Bay Golf Course, live third round coverage of the EA Sports Championship. Well, if yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf here as we take in the leaderboard on this Saturday. Keegan Bradley is on top. He's currently at 8 under. And that a wonderful tee shot. It's in the fairway here to get this Saturday started. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Nota Begay III.
152 yards left for him. Pin sitting on the right.
Well, I don't have my tape measure out, but that looks like, 6-7 feet in there, but that is an excellent approach shot.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It's a birdie here at 1. And he gets it to 1 under for his round, 3 under for the week. Now at the second and a medium length par 4, Frank.
Yeah, a slight dog leg to the left, rather long, skinny green here, well bunkered all the way down the left side. Really anything down the right and the natural contours of the land should kick that ball a little to the left.
That one going to be in great shape. So following the birdie at 1, a solid drive here at the second. From the fairway, 98 yards remaining for his second. This could be a good one.
Well, I don't have my tape measure out, but that looks like, 6-7 feet in there, but that is an excellent approach shot.
Yes, can't ask for a better start to a round than this. It is back-to-back birdies at 1 and 2. And that puts him at 2 under for his round, 4 under for the tournament. There's a good little par 3 at Chambers Bay, just 167 yards this third hole. Obviously, you want to stay away from that deep bunker on the left side. If you play it off the right, the ball can slope toward the center, setting up a good birdie possibility. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Yeah, that one came out hot, tough to judge sometimes, coming out of the sand, and that winds up well beyond the flag. Oh, boy, that would have been one heck of a par. That nearly went down, but it'll slide just by. That one in for a bogey here at the third. And he's going to slide backwards to 3 under par. Frank, here on the fourth tee, you get a good look, don't you, at what Chambers Bay really is all about.
It's framed beautifully, Rich, by the bunkers there, left, short off the tee, plus the ones down the right side. You can see everything in front of you, but the hole does bend to the right. This is another one where you've got a generous fairway, but don't be fooled by that. It's fairway first.
Tough par 4 measuring 495 yards. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. Now note his second from the fairway.
He's looking at 136 yards to the front, 152 to the hole. Coming off a bogey on the previous hole. Got to get it back here.
That's got to be disappointing. Good lie in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Okay, pretty big swing necessary there, and that's not all that bad from that far away. That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And he'll stay at -3. Well, Frank, here at the 5th, and I'm not sure about my chances at a hole that's called free fall. I mean, are you kidding?
Well, should be free fall for you, that's for sure, and free fall for a lot of people playing it today. Hole looks straight away, but you'll see it starts to pinch in, that fairway that is, by bunkers left and right. And those bunkers come in exactly where you're trying to hit your tee shot. That's an absolute bomb off the tee. And more importantly, right in the middle.
Perfect spot to play this second, middle of the fairway.
Rich, is that 8 or 9 feet? I don't know about that, but it is a great approach shot.
This one moving left here for birdie. Yeah, that's good putt. It is a par here at the 5th, and he'll stay right where he is. Ready to tee off here at the 6th. Frank, where are you looking to land the ball off the tee here?
Well, as long as it's not in the rough, the bunkers, well, there's no trees here, really. That little green strip, that runway down there, another hole that bends to the right, but find the fairway. The fairway's wide enough. You've got a pretty good idea exactly where you want to go. And once again, this is one of the shorter par 4s. So good drive here, just a short iron in.
From the fairway nota, this is second.
152 to the hole. Pin is in the left back portion of the green.
Oh, I always knew that was going to be a good shot when it left the club face. What's that, 8 or 9 feet? Excellent shot.
Oh, boy, that seared the left edge, but it did want to go in. Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th, and he'll remain right where he is. Frank, this is a daunting challenge. The 7th hole, long par 4. It's over 500 yards.
A huge bunker down the right side that probably runs for a good 200-300 yards. Obviously, that's to be avoided. And then, of course, there's the mounds and the hummocks and the dunes and that on the left side. That's the reason, really, why this hole's called Humpback. But then, a little bit like the golf course, there's only one greenside bunker to be worried about, but enough green left of that.
The green is up above, and this will play at least a club longer.
That just came out blazing. As soon as it hit the green, it was never going to stop.
Look out. I mean, that one came out jalapeno hot, Frank.
Using all the real estate, and now really got the work cut out to get down in 2 putts.
Yeah, that's a nice putt. Getting it there up the hill was half the battle. This got there just a little wide of the mark. That one in. It is a bogey here at the 7th. And that's going to drop him to 2 under. Now to the 8th and a long par 5, Frank.
Fortunately, there's no bunkers, just the dunes either side. The hole looks a little narrow off the tee, but get down there, you're going to realise that's a fairly generous fairway. There's a little bit of mounding in this green, too, that actually slopes it back towards the player. So use that to your advantage.
That's going to be up the left-hand side. Oh, yeah, that is a beauty. Is that going to get the slope? Yes, it will. Check this out. Woo, that's going to keep right on going. I'm not sure he got every bit of that three-wood trying to get home to this par 5 and 2, but still in the ball game for a birdie. That's a solid shot here into the 8th hole, and a good chance now for another birdie. Nope, I could have erased the bogey from the previous hole, but no dice there. Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he'll stay at 2 under. Rounding out the front side here at Chambers Bay with a par 3, the 9th.
Well, the tee is nearly 100 feet above the level of the green, so you can see everything. This is one of the best views on the golf course. A fairly lengthy par 3. Obviously it's stout, just over 200 yards, but you can see the green off that elevated tee, and this requires your best shot.
Okay, center of the green. Good shot. This one measures out to 15 feet. Nope, good effort, but that's going to wander a few feet by. Okay, that's in for his par here at the 9th. And that will mean it's an even par score of 35 on this front side. Frank, what's the player looking at on the 10th here at Chambers Bay?
Well, normally at a par 4, you're just thinking blaze away, but this is one of the few holes, really, I think you've got to be careful on what club you hit off the tee. It starts to narrow up. You really want to avoid those 2 short bunkers that come in around the 300-yard mark. And that really sets yourself up with a nice sort of wedge. That's really the right way to play. You don't have to take the trouble on in front here.
Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. Pin cut back left here today as he stares down his second to the par 4. This one has a chance to be close.
And here at the 10th, with the iron in hand, and hits it stone cold close.
A 5-footer now for birdie. Yes, rolls it right in. A birdie here at 10. And he's going to get this to 3 under par. Getting set to tee off at the 11th hole, long par 4, 537 yards. Frank, how do you play this hole, with a bazooka?
Yeah, try and take that June out of play, that's for sure, in the middle of the fairway. Bunkers down the left are more for scenic rather than, they're not really problematic for the player off the tee. Just, as I said, hit it over that June, and then really there's a ridge in the middle of this green, so you've got to be on the right level.
Uses the spin there and holds the green, but a long way home for that birdie. Okay, I'd call that an acceptable effort from that range. So that brushed in for par here at 11, and he'll stay right where he is. The 12th here at Chambers Bay is known as the Narrows. What's the play here, Frank?
Two, really. You could just sort of iron it down there, have a little wedge or a pitch in there with no sweat whatsoever. Or, if you want to have a little bit of fun, if you can drive it over that bunker that's just short left of this green, you might just putt for an eagle.
Well, this looks really good. What a display of power and precision off the tee. On the green here on the par 4 in 1. Oh, very well done there. He's able to drive the green with his tee shot and then drop the putt for an eagle 2. Now at the 13th hole here at Chambers Bay, and Frank, this one bends to the right, par 4.
It doesn't mean that you have to cut it or move the ball in that direction. Ideally, really, anything down the left side of the fairway would be well suited for this hole. There is a central bunker that sort of protects the front middle of this green. You can go in left of that or right of that, but this is a beefy par 4. 4 on the card, and you are not losing ground.
Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot.
Right in the fairway and 180 yards from here.
It's in. That's an eagle, too. I mean, that is just mind-boggling. From that distance, he's thinking, just put it on the green 20 feet. This one, no feet left. That baby's in the dark. It's down the bottom of the barrel. There's another long par for the 14th. It's 496 yards, and you shudder when you look at that card because it is called Cape Fear, and you can see why. Quite a dramatic tee shot, elevated tee. You certainly want to keep it out of that gigantic waist area, which is running down the entire left side of the hole. You make par here, you feel really good about yourself, but you can also make a big number. Be careful. And now, problems there for our leader. That ball into the very thick stuff here off the tee. Notice down there, what do you see? Nah, that's not going to escape it. This one's looking good.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here.
Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And this will stay a one-shot lead.
Frank, normally in a golf course, you don't want to spend too much time in the trees, with the trees, around the trees. But part of me wants to go up and hug this tree because he's all alone. It's the only tree on the whole golf course.
Well, I know you're a tree hugger, Rich, I really do. But at 246 yards, when they play this off the back tee at the US Open, believe me, nobody's hugging that tree. They're just trying to make three.
Okay, solid shot, and that'll give him a chance at birdie here at the 15th. The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And that's going to move him to 8 under.
Now to the 16th hole here at Chambers Bay, and Frank, it is a pretty short hole. What are the chances to come out of here with a birdie?
Well, you've just come off the short 15th. You can get on a little bit of a run here, providing you get into the fairway first. You're not going to have an overly long second shot here. But once again, this is a precision hole, a little bit like 15. This is a tabletop green, so you're going to have to be right on the money with that second shot.
Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. Just under 80 yards to go now as he'll decide how to flight his second. Okay, that's acceptable there. Chance now for another birdie. Yeah, that's good putt. A birdie here at 1. And he's worked it to 9 under par. Just 2 holes left to play. Now a par 3, the 17th, 218 yards. All sorts of trouble, Frank, down that right.
Well, if you weren't beached at the 16th, then there's a chance you can be derailed, which is what this hole's called, at 17. Difficult par 3. You can see the bunker there in front, and once again, wind conditions. This is going to probably require one of the best tee shots, especially in the closing stages of the US Open. An awkward little bunker shot. Just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
Okay, not bad out of the sand, and that's what will remain, trying to grind out a par. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for par here at 17, and the lead's going to remain 2. Now to the 18th hole, Frank, everyone wants to finish in style.
Yeah, the home hole here, once again you head back to just a wonderful view, and you realize that Chambers Bay was designed as a walking golf course, and it was designed to have fun and test every department of your game. 18 will do that. It probably gives you more trouble on both sides of the hole than any other hole on the golf course.
That one up the right side. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
Now this for another birdie. Yeah, it's a birdie at the last. That will be a third round score of 62. That's some terrific playing. So what a tournament it has been to this point for our featured golfer. They've opened up a commanding lead here after 54 holes.
Just a good fit for the golf course, Rich.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Chambers Bay Golf Course just outside Tacoma, Washington, it's the final round of the EA Sports Championship. Well, we have already seen 3 scintillating, sometimes spectacular rounds of golf. By the time twilight comes calling later today, we will have a champion as we check the Sunday leaderboard. Our leader here on this Sunday is our featured golfer. He's on top by 3 as he gets set to begin play. And that will be in the fairway, so a solid start here on this Sunday. So, Frank, another Sunday is upon us, and stop me if you've heard this before, but our featured golfer in position to win yet again on the PGA Tour as a rookie. You have to think by now, this is someone who appears to be unfazed by just about anything put in their way.
And also, Rich, getting in the other players' heads, because Sunday is meant to be that pressure cooker day where people fail, often at the post. So if you've managed to conquer that at least twice in your rookie season, players are starting to think, well, hang on a minute. They've figured out how to play this goal when the pressure's at the very most. So I actually give them the advantage. Well, not super close, but safely on the green.
Iona Stephen is at the first green. This for birdie.
Yeah, and it would be easy to leave this one short because we're going back up that hill with just the slightest bit of movement from left to right.
Safely in. It's a par here at the first. He's going to hold on to that 3-shot lead.
Now to the second hole here at Chambers Bay, and Frank, it is not overly long. Where's the trouble here?
Well, 281 yards really to the big long bunker that goes all the way to the green. So as long as you can avoid that, you don't have to hit driver down here, just something that's going to be a little short of that. You're still only going to have 100 yards, really, or just over 100 yards in for your second shot. A really good chance, too, to get off to a good start.
Another very nice tee shot. He looks awfully comfortable here with these first couple of drives. A little over 80 yards here as he gets set for his second.
Rich, is that 8 or 9 feet? I don't know about that, but it is a great approach shot.
This will slide a bit right. It's for birdie. Yeah, well done. It's a birdie here at the second. And he'll move into red figures for the round at 1 under and 11 under for the tournament.
At the third tee now, Frank, and what are we staring at here?
This green is anything other than symmetrical, so be very, very cautious on where the flag is. Anything in the middle of the green you can putt to the corners, well, if you can call them corners, more like ragtails, but beautiful par 3.
Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
Nicely done. It is a par here at the third. And he's going to maintain that substantial lead.
Frank, standing here on the fourth tee at Chambers Bay, you can see what this golf course is all about with those dunes on the left and all that sand down on the right. A lot of trouble here.
Yeah, first hole, Rich, really that bends to the right, but if anything, you want to keep the tee shot down the left side. It's going to give you a better angle to the green. And unlike the two previous holes, this fairway slopes to the other direction, to the right.
Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. Noticeable breeze coming right to left as he eyes his second.
Digs into the bunker, getting set to play the third shot.
Okay, that should be inside of 10 feet. Not too bad. Yeah, that's well done. He's able to save his par. And he'll maintain that 4-shot lead.
Frank, it's kind of fun to swing away on an elevated tee like this, the fifth here at Chambers Bay.
It looks straight away. It certainly does. And under 500 yards, so it gives you a chance, plus that elevation. You should be able to knock one down there. The whole pinches in, though, with those bunkers left and right. And there's just one bunker in the front of this green. And that, as you can guess, should be avoided.
Be careful. They call this hole free fall.
So, Iona, this his second from the fairway.
Yes, there's 135 yards to the flag. Pin smack bang in the middle.
I always knew that was going to be a good shot when it left the club face. What's that, 8 or 9 feet? Excellent shot.
Yes, a good read. It's a birdie here at 5. And he moves to 2 under for his round, 12 under all told.
Frank, now at the 6th, this appears to be a testing par 4 long one.
It is, but once again, a generous fairway. Just use those mounds down the left as an indicator on your line. Hole bends a little bit to the right. Good tee shot, though, and everything is in front of you.
Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway.
Frank, what do you think about this approach here at the 6th?
Oh, one of the few greens here that's protected on both sides. Rather narrow green, and you can see really what happens if you miss. Bunkers left and right. Plus there's a couple of ridges, so club selection is important here. Oh, that's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine, so a good chance, really outside chance for birdie.
Good effort, but that'll run 2-3 feet past the hole.
Need a little bit more pace and a little more borrow.
Safely in for par here at the 6th. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. On the 7th tee now, it is over 500 yards from the back tee.
Yeah, this is called humpback, and you can see why. There's all those mounds and undulations between you and the hole, plus all that amazing bunkering down the right side. All to be avoided, really. If you can do that, then you get a decent look at this green. But yeah, you've mentioned it, 500 plus yards. It's going to play longer than that uphill.
That one looking a little right. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
141 yards left to the hole. Pin about medium depth, though it is on the left side.
Not sure what happened there. Wrong club selection, poor execution. Regardless, a lot of meat still on that bone. Okay, not too bad there.
From about 8 feet.
Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And he'll remain well in control of this tournament.
Now to the 8th and a long par 5, Frank.
Fortunately, there's no bunkers, just the dunes either side. The hole looks a little narrow off the tee, but get down there, you're going to realise that's a fairly generous fairway. There's a little bit of mounding in this green, too, that actually slopes it back towards the player. So use that to your advantage.
That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5.
It's 37 yards to the hole.
Good job to deaden it right by the hole, but he could not get it to go in. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll remain 4 clear of the field.
Really good mix of holes here at Chambers Bay. And Frank, we finished this front side with a par 3 after just having come off that long par 5.
And it's a beauty too. The tee is some 100 feet up in the air, so you get a great view of this magnificent golf course, and you realize why it's called a true links. This green here, though, it looks rather daunting, well bunkered on the right side, but you can see enough of it. And once again, links, use the bounce, and you can still kick one in there close.
Yeah, that one came in a little hot. It's safely on, but it'll be a long look coming up. Okay, so this one, maybe a birdie putt in name only.
Just 5 feet left.
Okay, good putt there for his par here at the 9th. And that finishes off a strong front 9. It's a 33, 2 under par.
Frank, what's the player looking at on the 10th here at Chambers Bay?
Well, normally at a par 4, you're just thinking blaze away, but this is one of the few holes, really, I think you've got to be careful on what club you hit off the tee. It starts to narrow up. You really want to avoid those 2 short bunkers that come in around the 300-yard mark. And that really sets yourself up with a nice sort of wedge. That's really the right way to play. You don't have to take the trouble on in front here.
Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. A back right hole location here as he gets set for his second to the par 4.
Well, I don't have my tape measure out, but that looks like, 6, 7 feet in there, but that is an excellent approach shot.
Well done. That one rolled in for a birdie. And stop the presses if you've heard this before. He's well on his way to yet another victory on the year. Onward to the 457-yard par 4 11th with a fairway that curls in and around the dunes and waste areas. A tee shot over the central fairway dune is ideal. Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. That one was running so hot.
This is a 9-footer.
Nah, got it out there too far. It was trying to come back, but couldn't get there. Safely in. He hits a bogey here at number 11. And the lead is down to 2. The 12th here at Chambers Bay is known as the Narrows. What's the play here, Frank?
2, really. You could just sort of iron it down there, have a little wedge or a pitch in there with no sweat whatsoever. Or, if you want to have a little bit of fun, if you can drive it over that bunker that's just short left of this green, you might just putt for an eagle.
That baby went in. Hole now, it's a dogleg right, par 4. Frank?
But at 534 yards, you need an eagle eye, which is the name of the hole, to find exactly where you want to hit this. Doglegs to the right. There is a fairway that's plenty wide to accept a good tee shot. And then from there on in, it's actually a relatively straightforward second shot, providing you can miss that bunker that's just short in the middle of the green.
And that will do just fine. Wind coming from his right as he gets set for his second.
And safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
Oh, wow, that is some kind of putt. Perfect speed, perfect line. It's in for a birdie. And the lead is up to a full 6 shots on the rest of the field. We come now to the 496-yard par 4 14, a hole they call Cape Fear, and with good reason. A dramatic drive from an elevated tee, huge waist area running down the left, and that must be avoided.
That had to be in the rough the whole way. One more bounce back on the fairway.
didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that, really. I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward. Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Yeah, well done. That's in for par. And the lead will remain 6 here in the late going.
At last, Frank, a break from those long par fours. We just played 5 par fours in a row. Now the par 3 15.
And also, as you can see in the distance, you can actually see a tree. One of the few that are on the golf course. Hence the name of 15. It's called Lone Fir. Not overly long, just a little short hole. But in a US Open, obviously they can play it at around 250 yards. It's just a fun par 3. But check where that flag is, because sometimes 3 is a good score here. But an easy flag position, then go straight at it.
Okay, fortunate there. That ball hops onto the green, and he'll be left with that for his birdie. Chance now for another birdie.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Oh, yes, a perfect putt there. It is in for birdie here at 15. And this is now, if you can believe it, a 7-shot cushion. We begin our closing stretch here at Chambers Bay with a 396-yard par 4 16, fairway curving around a bunker that flanks the entire right side. Tee shots favoring the left will feed toward the middle.
Once again, another great tee shot. I'm starting to wonder, how low can you go? And the driving has been simply superb.
Pin tucked in the back right here as he readies his second.
Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
11 feet away.
This round finishing strong. Back-to-back birdies now at 15 and 16. And this lead continues to widen. It is just a procession now as the difference is 8 shots at the top of this leaderboard.
Frank, you don't need just a caddy out here at Chambers Bay. Seems like you need a sports psychologist. You start thinking about the names of these holes. Beached at 16, and what's 17 called?
Derailed, and you can see why too. That green's perched up there. If you've got the round going in the wrong direction, this is not a hole to start on. So if you've got a run going, it's just a good tee shot that lands around the front there, and you just take a 3 here. This is not a time to be a hero.
And that one not on the green, but not a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
No problems there. That's par here at 17. And pars to the clubhouse will do nicely as this remains a giant 8-stroke cushion.
Now to the 18th hole, Frank, everyone wants to finish in style.
Yeah, the home hole here, once again you head back to just a wonderful view, and you realize that Chambers Bay was designed as a walking golf course, and it was designed to have fun and test every department of your game. 18 will do that. it probably gives you more trouble on both sides of the hole than any other hole on the golf course.
And that will end all thoughts of going for this par 5 and 2. That's into the fairway bunker. Getting out more important than distance here as he readies his second. Yeah, that's a good shot. Sand takes away any chance of going for the green in 2, but this is a nice recovery here to get back on track. Now this for another birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt there. It's a birdie at 18. And that will be a final round score of 61. Talk about finishing strong. So just a terrific tournament for our featured player, Frank, and it yields a 4th career victory. That's impressive.
And we're starting to look at them through a totally different lens now, Rich. We know they're good enough. I remember Nick Price once saying he used to use the average of 5 career wins for every major championship. So they're knocking on the door.
So that's it for us. For Frank, Noda, Iona, and our entire crew, Rich Lerner saying, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour.